All right, so I'm going to try this, pick this up from a couple of YouTubers that I've watched, but hopefully get you guys some better audio on these things. So come out here, it's Friday, August 25th, and I'm out here at the Fancy Lake Trailhead of the White River National Forest. Plan is to hike in about 3 miles up to Fancy Lake, and then get up early tomorrow, hit Fancy Pass, and then come down by past Missouri Lakes. So I only got about, I think it's 2 or 3 miles into Fancy Lake, where I'm going to camp tonight. Hopefully I can get somewhere beside the camp, but as you can see, there's quite a bit of cars here. So might have some company tonight. One nice thing about this trailhead is the restroom you see over there. So an actual toilet to sit on. So here we go, just signed in at the register. Holy Cross Wilderness requires overnight visitors to register. So I just got done with that, and here we are heading out. So from the limited amount of research I've done, this trail climbs pretty abruptly here at the start up to Fancy Lake. Then obviously once you pass Fancy Lake, you have Fancy Pass that you climb up into and over. But everybody that I've read has said to do the trail counterclockwise, which I'm doing. So we'll see how it goes. So like I said, I'm out here at Fancy Pass, Fancy Lake Trailhead, and I'm doing the Fancy Pass. It's just a quick overnight. But if you're interested in it, if you kind of like what you see throughout the video, you take 70 west from Denver, get off at the Minturn Leadville exit, and it's not too far through Minturn until you come to Homestake Road, which is a dirt road. I wouldn't say it's a four-wheel drive road. I've seen plenty of cars, sedans, Subarus, stuff like that back here at the trailhead, as you probably saw when I got here. And I think it's about 8 miles off the paved road, but like I said, it's an easy dirt road to drive through. All right, not a relatively flat spot here. I'm sure you didn't want to hear me huffing and puffing up the switchbacks. So far, the trail's been really nice. Passed 2 other couples. Like I said, it is Friday, so I didn't expect to pass too many people. But yeah, so far it's great. Probably about mid-70s right now during the day. I don't know if you can pick it up, but there's a creek running down here off to the right of the trail. Can't remember the name of it right now, but once I get to another stopping point, I'll get the map out and take a look. So yeah, I'm going to flip you around here and just see what the trail looks like. So as you can see, it kind of meanders through this pine forest here. It's really rocky coming up the switchbacks, but now it's relatively nice and smooth. And I think we have a bridge coming up here where I'll stop and get some water and take a break and find out that name of the creek for you. So I did what I said I was going to do. Stopped and took some pictures and found the name of this creek here. And this is Fancy Creek. So I got some pretty good pictures that I'm going to post into this video, but yep, here's Fancy Creek, and this runs out of Fancy Lake. Fancy Lake sits about 11,500 feet, and that's where I'm going to be camping tonight. And as I looked at the map, I found out that this is a relatively flat section coming up. I just went up a bunch of switchbacks, and it looks like it kind of stays not perfectly level, but definitely not climbing like it was. So should be a nice little hike up to the lake. All right, now that we're actually up here, let's show you home for the night. So I don't know if you can hear it over there. There's a creek, probably 100 feet to the left of the camera there. And this spot in here is where I'm going to set up. I think I'm going to go between the two smaller pine trees. The one on the right should be able to hold, but if not, I'll change to one of the fatter ones. And you're not allowed to have campfires up here. I think it's just something close to the lake. You're not allowed to have campfires. But it looks like there was a little fire pit right there in the center, up against that rock. I don't know. Depends on how cold it gets or whatnot. If I get bored, I might throw up a fire, but I doubt it. So there's my pack, some water, and man, I'll tell you, as soon as I got up here and stopped, the mosquitoes were everywhere. I think it's just something with the lake, all the standing water up there. So this is kind of the front porch. I got my little Lucy lantern charging up over there. And the lake is actually straight out that way. There's trails all over this place that go up to it. But there's a couple people up there fishing. There's a lot of nice little brook trout in it that I saw just standing on the shore. But yeah, this is home for the evening. And this is the view I have out the back door. I'm not sure what those mountains are over there, but man, it's a pretty sight. I'm gonna go up to the lake later and try and get some time lapse, maybe some clouds coming over and stuff like that. But right now, the most important thing is getting the beers in the creek over here, get them cold. Okay, as you can see, I got my tarp laying here, and I'm going to go ahead and get that set up because there's a pretty great cloud up here that I don't want us to start raining on us, so I want to get some shelter put up before that comes. And so yeah, I'm going to go between this big pine tree on my right and either this little guy or kind of this intermediate guy. I'm thinking I'm going to go to the littler one. He seems pretty sturdy. I might shake him a little bit if I move during the night, but usually I don't move my hammock. So yeah, let's get everything set up and get the tarp out. So there we are, let's get the stakes. And one thing you'll notice is I leave my tie-outs attached to my tarp. I just find it easier that way. I have some tarp worms on there by Dutch with some little bungees, and I take the stakes out and just leave all the tie-outs attached to the tarp. So back here on the back, I'm going to have to pitch it pretty vertical because I have those two trees behind me. And then I'll set this up in porch mode out front. Alright, so as you can see, tarp set up. Now let's get the hammock ready and get the tree straps up. So I'm all set up here. Got my quilts in there lofting. And I chose a 20-degree quilt. Those are the only quilts that I have. But I figure here in Colorado, 20-degree serves me pretty well even during the summer. Like I said, it's the end of August, August 25th. And it's 61 degrees out right now. And it's quarter to 6 at night. So 20 degrees served me well. I don't do the deep winter camping. I don't need no 0-degree bag or negative 20-degree bag or anything like that. But the 20 degrees have worked really well for me, I found. And everything you see here is available on Colorado Outdoor Gear Supply. From the tarp to the hammock to the bug net. I don't have the bug net on site yet, but I'm working on getting it up there. And the snake skins that you saw during the tarp setup, I don't have those on the site, but they're coming too. But yeah, everything you see here is available on Colorado Outdoor Gear Supply. I'm the owner. I started it probably about a year ago, a little over a year ago. And the first ever hammock and tarp that I made was obviously I did it DIY. These quilts were actually DIY. And I just really liked the hands-on experience of it, the working with my hands and creating something. So out of that kind of passion, I decided to start my own business. Like I said, it's Colorado Outdoor Gear Supply, coloradooutdoorgearsupply.com. You can find, like I said, everything here. Tarp, hammock, bug net isn't on the site, but it's coming. So if you like what you see, you want to get into it, I also have beginner kits that will include everything you need from tree straps to the tarp to the hammock to whoopee slings, and get you out the door. All you would need is some quilts. So I'm just sitting here. Went up to the lake, made some dinner, brought it back down here to camp. And I'm just sitting here, kind of watching the sun creep up these mountains over here. Sun's going down. The cloud that I was worried about moved out, so that's good. But yeah, I'm sitting here with some, it's called Camp Chow. It's from a little store up in Minnesota. And I got turned on to this place by Shug. I'm sure you guys have seen Shug out on the YouTubes. But he likes this place, and he's picked up a couple meals from them. And it's great. These things are really good. So yeah, Camp Chow. Awesome food. Real easy to make. I do the, heat the water up and cook it in a bag or rehydrate it in a bag or whatever. So I got some cheddar mac and cheese with ham, and it's really good. One thing I've noticed is I add 5 minutes. I don't know if it's just Colorado altitude or what, but I add 5 minutes to the recommended rehydrating time, and the noodles come out perfect. The ham's nice and rehydrated. So yeah, highly suggest you check those guys out. And I'm sitting here, got my big old pint of Dale's Pale Ale. Oscar Blues Brewery up in Longmont, Colorado. Great beer, and it's really cool. They come in these big pint cans, so bring 2 of these and call it a night. But I'm just sitting here, taking in the views, eating some dinner, drinking a good beer. But yeah, other than that, great night. Hardly any wind. I think I looked at the thermometer. It was 57 when I came back down from the lake, so I got the puffy on. But yeah, bugs are kind of a pain in the butt. A lot of mosquitoes are out. But I put on some permethrin, and that seems to be helping a lot. I think I had a couple bites before I put it on, but other than that, enjoying the night. Something else I almost forgot. Got me a little Arturo Puente Hemingway short story. So I'm gonna spark this bad boy up. Hopefully that'll keep some of the bugs away. And sit here, enjoy a cigar and a couple beers. Then it's time to go to bed, so I can get up and tackle this beast behind me. So Fancy Pass, where I'm going tomorrow, it's just over 12,400, I think, 12,400 feet. And then there's a surprise bonus pass once I get over that. I think I dropped down to maybe 12,000, 11,800, and go over another pass, and then tomorrow I'll go through Missouri Lakes area. So I'm looking forward to that. Although the morning's going to be a butt kicker. After breakfast, start going up. I was sitting at the lake, and you can see where the pass goes over, and I've seen other videos of people doing it, and it does go straight up. There's hardly any switchbacks, I don't think. So it's straight up from about 11.5 to 12.4, so about 900 feet gain, and not a lot of miles. So that's to look forward to tomorrow. But tonight, it's all about enjoying a cigar and some pretty good beers. So if I don't see you guys again tonight, catch you in the morning. How's it going, everybody? It's about 20 till 9, and I'm laying in the hammock, as you can see. So I think I'm going to sit here and read for a little bit. I'm not quite ready for bed yet, but I had a nice cigar and 2 good beers. So yeah, I'm just sitting here. It is 54 degrees right now underneath the tarp, sitting in the hammock. So the 20-degree quilts are doing nicely. As you can see, I'm in my just a Columbia quick dry kind of wicking shirt, and I do have some long underwear top and bottom on. But yeah, I think I'm going to be fine tonight. Like I said, I have 20-degree quilts, so 54 degrees isn't nothing for these quilts. But yeah, sitting here listening to the stream go by, and I'm gonna read a little bit and probably turn in by 9, so I can get a good early start in the morning, and get up over this pass, get over to Missouri Lakes. So I will catch in with you tomorrow while I'm doing some coffee and my cinnamon honey couscous, which is from Camp Chow also, and I just love that stuff. I have it every trip I come out. I have it at least once. But yeah, good stuff. So I will check back in with you tomorrow, and have a good night. See you tomorrow. Morning, everyone. It's about 20 after 7. Didn't get as early a start as I'd like. I've kind of been lollygagging around, drinking some Hiker's Brew s'mores coffee here. Some of the pour-over stuff with the MSI Java Drip coffee maker. Excellent coffee. This is the second flavor I've had from them, from Hiker's Brew. They're on Instagram. You can find them online. Hiker's Brew. I believe it's hikersbrew.com. But yeah, great coffee. Nice little Java Drip pour-over GSI Java Drip pour-over coffee maker. Great cup of coffee. And I'm about to dig into my Camp Chow cinnamon honey couscous. This is my go-to breakfast out in the woods. Great flavor, fills you up. Just the right amount of portion. But yeah, I can't say enough about Camp Chow, and I like I said, I found him from Shug on his YouTube channel, and highly recommend him. Awesome food, great portions. It fills you up. You don't waste any food. You don't have any leftovers, and you don't feel stuffed after a meal. So yeah, like I said, about 20 after 7, enjoying some coffee and some breakfast, and about to get packed up, and I hope to be on trail by 8, but we'll see how that goes. Talk to you later. Alright, I'll save you the huff and puffing of the last 45 minutes, but this is coming up to Fancy Pass. I'm not sure if you can hear me all that great. It is a little windy, but how do you like that view? Not a bad thing to see in the morning, huh? I'll spin you around here to see where we came from. Again, not too shabby for 9 in the morning. I'm just walking along the trail here, down after dropping off of Fancy Pass, and over there on the left side of the screen is the next pass, the kind of bonus pass that I wasn't expecting, but we'll take it. I'll pan you over to where we dropped down off of. I don't know what these peaks or ranges for that matter. I don't know how high that guy is, but right up there, that saddle is where Fancy Pass was, and you drop down pretty quick right along that face there. And yeah, so that's where we're at. It's great. So far I haven't seen anybody other than the group that was fishing up at Fancy Lake yesterday. As I was getting water this morning, filtering water, I saw them taking the trail out to, I think it was Holy Cross City, I think is the area. I think it's an old mining city that has some remnants of some mining activity. So I don't know what these little lakes are down here to the left, but I do know that one to the right of the screen, I don't know if you can really make it out, that's Treasure Vault Lake. And I was actually kind of surprised yesterday when I got up to Fancy Lake to see that it actually had quite a few small brook trout. Now I say small, they're probably, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches. But around the area of Fancy Lake, you're not allowed to have campfires. So if you're planning to come up here and catch some dinner, don't really know how you're going to cook it, other than maybe on a stove and a frying pan or something. But you won't be able to cook it over a fire. So yeah, it's about 9:30ish, and I was actually surprised at how fast I was able to get up to Fancy Pass. Like I said, it was practically straight up, no switchbacks. I had to cross one snowfield still, and today's the 26th of August, and yep, there's still snow, as you can see. I don't really know if this actually ever melts out completely, but so far making good time. It's always easier going down than it is up, but thought I'd give you a quick little update of where we're at, and I think we're going to have a view coming up here around this point to the right. So I'll stop talking now and just let you look. There's a marmot off to the right, that bush. There's another little guy. Well, here we are up on top of this no-name bonus pass, and that was to the left of us when we were coming up Fancy Pass. Not sure what the name of that peak is, but straight out there in front of us is Missouri Lakes, and there's I know probably 5 or 6 different lakes that are compromised Missouri Lakes. in this big little, in this big old basin here. So that's where we're going. Straight down there through Missouri Lakes. And I'll spin on around here and show you where we came from. And that's the basin we came out of. Another guy out fly fishing for the day, and he was saying that there's up to 24-inch trout down in that lake I took a picture of, which is really surprising being that you're at 11,000 some feet. So yep, take a little rest break here and gonna head on out, back to the car, back to the Jeep, and go and get me some barbecue. So right now we're coming down the backside of Missouri Lakes. I didn't film too much up there. There was a ton of people. Past probably 4 or 5 groups of 2 and 1 group of 4. So, but yeah, this is the backside of Missouri Lakes. Really pretty area up there. Not much for hammock camping, but a bunch of tent sites.